Easter! We're so excited that Easter's finally here. It's like my favorite time of the year. Mm-hmm. And we wore lovely worded shirts. What does yours say, Chelsea?
Mine says, there's nothing a little Starbucks and Disney can't fix. Isn't that true?
And mine says, I love Jesus and naps. Mm-hmm. It's true, but I never get one. We just wanted to touch base with you and let you know kind of what's going on this weekend. There's going to be lots of things. Things have the possibility of changing, but this is the plan we're going with to begin with. Mm-hmm. So we're doing the journey of the cross, basically, going from celebrating that Jesus is coming to town to the upper room, the garden and the tomb, and then ultimately resurrection with these preschoolers. And so we want to kind of just tell you a little bit what that looks like. Mm-hmm. But before we get there, if you are new to our team this weekend for Easter, we're so glad that you came and that you want to be a part of this ministry this weekend. It's going to make a huge difference to these kids and to the families. So ultimately, we just want you to kind of know what's going on before you get here. When you do get here, we want to make sure everyone checks in at the kiosks, gets a name tag. You'll be entered into the computer already, so you shouldn't have any issues. Get a visitor tag it's not even a visitor tag. It says
holiday volunteer.
Yeah.
Easter, yeah.
And so you'll get that unless you're a regular volunteer. Mm-hmm. And then that will let you pass the bamboo gates so that you can come serve with us. Mm-hmm. Then when you get back there, we'll have a team time, which in your email you'll see when that team time is. Mm-hmm. And we'll kind of just review what we're doing, make sure everyone knows where they're going. And then this is kind of how the morning goes. Or the evening, or whenever you're serving, because there's 50 million of them. Okay. When you get into class, they're going to play for a few minutes, depending on when they arrive. But starting at the start time of service, which is on the 16th, for about 15 minutes, you're going to start doing their craft. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get them right involved in that process so that you can get it done before the day is over. Mm-hmm. And Chelsea's going to talk about what that looks like in a minute. Then after that, at the 30, which is our normal large group time, those of you that are new to this area, you'll just kind of follow the leader a little bit. Mm-hmm. We'll move and we'll go to the upper room, and that is in our 3-year-old class. The back of the large group room. Okay. And that is where you will hear about how they had supper together, how Jesus served them. Then they're going to go to the garden and the tomb after that.
They're going to go around and wipe their hands and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. So they'll have wipies. They'll wipe their hands off instead of washing feet. We want to take everyone's tights and everything off. Uh-huh. So they'll wash hands. They'll pray together, and then they're going to eat 2 apples. Mm-hmm. They're going to want more, but we're not going to give them more because we just want to get them a taste, literally, of what is going on. Then they're going to all move. We'll move them by their group, by their age group. They'll have bracelets on that tell them what group they're in. We'll move them then to the garden. And the tomb are in the same room. So we're going to talk about how Jesus was in the garden. He prayed and he was talking to his Father. And then we're going to talk about the angel at the tomb and how the angel's going to kind of tell the story of how Jesus died. And it will be in verbiage that is perfect for their age group. And then after they leave the garden and leave the tomb, they're going to come into a large group where we're going to talk about the resurrection, and that's going to be our massive celebration. So we'll finish that up. That's our longest amount of time that we're together, and then we're going to go back to our rooms for pickup, and then any crafts that weren't finished.
Yep. Okay, I'll show you guys what the craft is. So we've done similar to this before, but it is the empty tomb and it has the crosses on it. So there's a few different pieces, and we've tried to make this as easy as possible for you guys to help put it together. So these are the pieces you'll have. You'll have the paper plate with the blue background, so you're gonna staple it like that. But on the inside, where's my Jesus?
You have no Jesus.
I have Jesus. I do. He's in here. So we have Jesus, and it says that he's risen on our little stone that rolls away. So you're going to use, the hole is already punched, and you're just going to use a little brad to make that so it can swivel.
Why is it named Brad and not Jim?
These are the questions that keep us up at night.
Anyway.
So Jesus is in the inside, but he's alive and he's risen. And then we have our angel that goes right on the side like that.
Yep.
So we're going to glue that there. And then you also have your crosses that go on the back side. So the kids can color all of these pieces, and then you're going to kind of help them assemble it together by using a stapler, maybe helping them with the brad.
Or Jim.
And so, yeah, that's our craft.
Do not forget to put their name on it, because with so many visitors and so many kids that might have the same name, you're probably going to want to do at least first name, last initial, at least to make sure we can get them back to the right owner.
Yeah. I would have them just start coloring. Maybe one person go around do names, another person helping staple, and
yeah.
Yep.
So there's lots of stuff that are going on, and it's in a small amount of time. So just be aware that you got to keep your eyes open for what's happening and try to get all of that done with the kids.
Mm-hmm. And it's not the worst thing if they have to finish it later. So.
No, and some of them like to take them home.
Mm-hmm.
So,
before they leave the room, we have some fun things for them to take. We have a little pinwheel for them. You want to blow? There you go. And we have some Easter stickers. So those are already in your classrooms in a bucket, ready for you guys to pass out as the kids are leaving.
Yep.
So it's just a fun little thing that they get to take home.
Use lots of smiles, lots of we're glad you're here's, lots of happy Easters. Just make this experience for the families a special one, and remind them that this is a joyful celebration of God's resurrection. And so we're going to just try to pass it on to our families and have a great time.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for serving and being with us on Easter. We're super excited.
For sure.
We'll
Happy
see you soon.
Easter!
Bye.